So I'm starting off with this order, and I thought this was a pretty good one because it is only 2 units, so it's not super high paying for a shopping order. Those you should always need to take better pay on because of course they take longer. But in this case, there's only 2 units and it's 2 bottles of champagne. So I'll literally be able to get in there, pop in, buy the 2 bottles in 5 minutes or less and get out. So the $11.50 is great on this one, and for the mileage, it's really close by. It delivers to a nice area. Just recently started dashing again, and I used to DoorDash from 2016 to 2020. So I've been on here for a while, and even though I had a several years break in between, I still have seen the platform change a lot over the past almost 10 years, which is kind of crazy. Back when I was doing this consistently, there was no shopping. There was no retail orders, no shopping orders, and I would make a lot less money because things were really focused around meal times. At least for me, like I would only work lunch and dinner rush shifts. And even then, like I was happy to make $100 a day on both shifts, working probably like about 3 to 4 hours per shift. And now I'm able to make much more than that. So there's definitely more opportunity than there used to be. Speaking of shopping orders though, are there any Instacart drivers that want to tell me if they like that more? I'm on the wait list right now for Instacart, so like who knows if and when I'll ever get off that. I do so many grocery shopping orders on Doordash that I'm like, I really wish I kind of would have got on the Instacart thing earlier before maybe there was a wait list. Really hope I can get off that soon because I've heard that Instacart can pay really well. I want to know from real people who are doing it, like how well are you really doing? Do you like it better if you also do DoorDash shopping too? Right now, I'm really hoping that I can get off the wait list and then I can start giving that a shot, and I will. If and when I get off the wait list, I will be trying that out as soon as possible and then comparing it to DoorDash shopping. When I dropped off that delivery, the guy lived in an apartment complex and he literally came straight up to my car. I'm like, if that was me, I would just not do that. I would be like, what if that isn't them? That'd be awkward. But I mean, obviously it makes it super convenient for me. I mean, I just walked literally right outside the car to meet him, but do people do that to you a lot? I think it's kind of funny when they come like right up to the car. Just be second guessing so hard if that was really the person who was there for me or not. So I just got this order and it's not great, but it's not bad. It would be a lot nicer if the pay was a little closer to 20 instead of around 15, but the food was ready right on time. It's a really quick drop off. And then the grocery store, the delivery is right by the store, so that makes it really easy. Then I'm a lot more likely to get another order from the same store. The grocery order is a really easy one because it's like 5 items and then just like 4 of each of those. So I only really have to shop for 5 items, even though I think the order has like 16 or 17 units on it. One of the new changes that has just been made that makes it so much easier to decide is now they have started separating the order number of units from the item count. Like on this order, if this was 16 or 17 units and they were all individual items, then I wouldn't have taken it because that's not enough pay for how many items. Because it's really only like 5 or 6 items and then just multiple quantities, it's gonna go a lot faster. So them now separating out the DoorDash app showing you how many units versus the items is actually gonna make it a lot easier for us to determine if the order is worth the pay. These are the kind of updates that I think actually help people and are really going to, well, at least help the dashers. Let me know if you have this update. I think everyone probably has it now, but they do roll out updates sometimes at different times, and I'll notice that some people will say they have different features on their Dasher app than others. But this is definitely a great one that's already coming in handy, and this is a perfect example. This is a pretty good order that I got on Uber for shopping, but the one thing that I hate about Uber is they don't put the aisle numbers and the item locations on for shopping orders. They need to stop doing that. I would honestly think that one reason makes people not want to do shopping orders on Uber specifically. At least on DoorDash, there's always aisle numbers. When I'm doing Uber shopping orders, I only take the ones for the stores that I know really well because I don't want to waste time looking for items. It will just say things like deli or packaged foods or canned goods. Sometimes it's not even that specific. So that I think needs to change right away, because that is a big problem that just makes everything take longer for no reason. I can say it has not been looking that good tonight, and I'm surprised because now it's 6 o'clock on a Thursday. Normally this is a good time, and normally for me it starts picking up around Thursday, and then all through the weekend is normally the busiest time. Still early enough though, it might start to pick up. Hopefully it does, because as of now, it's just been really, really slow. So I'm guessing there's maybe more drivers out, because normally the traffic as far as the order volume is good at this time. So Doordash has been extremely slow tonight. I think I went more than 30 minutes without getting a single offer, which in my area literally never happens. So I almost thought that the app was broken, or like mine wasn't working or something. Finally got this offer, which ended up actually being even better because her address got messed up. And then she ended up actually giving me an extra tip on top of that. And then right after that, I got this order on Uber, which was again fantastic, like borderline walkable distance delivery. Now I'm on the way to get this order. This one is also super amazing, and I hope it's not a tip bait situation, but I'm also thinking that this order probably got denied several times because it is picking up in one of the locations in downtown that is kind of a pain. There's like no parking. You have to go into the garage parking. So a lot of times I don't even feel like dealing with those. They have to be really good for me to do it. So I bet this one did get declined several times. But either way, I mean, this is a great one to end off on. So no issues with that on the pickup end. It was a bunch of heavy stuff like water bottles and like a couple gallons of water. So maybe this person was just being generous and there's a good tip on this. It'll be interesting to see what the breakdown is. But yeah, the store wasn't closed. Everything was in stock. I thought maybe it was almost 9 o'clock, but I'm like, no, CVS should be open till minimum 9. And I was there like 10 minutes earlier. So I'm like, I should still be good even if they close at 9. So yeah, everything was good on the pickup end, and the drop off isn't even an apartment. So I don't even have to carry all the heavy stuff upstairs. So it is the next day. I did have to wait for the tip to come through on that one to see what was really going on with it. I'm going to put the breakdown right here. But as you can see, it wasn't so much that the customer was generous. They actually were not very generous. That order was pretty much all base pay. So just like I thought before, that order definitely got declined multiple times and the base pay kept raising every single time. I'm still shocked that it got to that point where it was $17 of base pay for a small order. So here are the stats from tonight. It was a Thursday night. So you can see I made most of my money on Uber, which usually it is the other way around, but this is exactly why I like to have two apps, because you never know which one will be busier. As you can see, I made almost $25 an hour, which I was really, really happy with, especially because earlier it was slow. So I think that ended out great. And I think the takeaway here is don't be afraid of the shopping orders. That's most of what I did tonight, and even when it was really slow, I was still able to keep my hourly rate up by completing those. So even though they are a lot more work, I would definitely consider trying them out in your marketplace and see if they can help you increase your earnings if that's something that you're looking to do and you're just doing food delivery orders.